Okay, guys, I'm going to give you an update on the best penny stock that I am in right now that I think has the best potential with the volume and everything. That ticker is MULN. I know a lot of people don't like MULN. To me personally, it's made me a lot of money doing this system, so I have to stick to my guts, stick to my guns here. I think MULN is a very, very nice stock to trade. So, and let me just show you guys. Hear me out on this one. So when MULN has got very close to the ATR4, and it doesn't mean you buy right away, we look for that time distance away from the EMA 5, the 10, and the 20. And what happens is price will hit these EMAs. We've traded it in the Discord right in here. We got this massive time distance. We got close to the ATR4, and how convenient price pumps up to this EMA 10 here, making massive returns. When I say massive, I love to take the 10 to 20% returns. This was a 25% from the lows, and then this was the big move that we made in the Discord. Right from here to there was 150% return. So MULN can pump. It's one of my favorite stocks. As long as you take the profit and you don't try to keep holding and holding, you'll be fine. Just like with any stocks, once they pump, they dilute, they put new bag holders in, and it's just a common process. If you look at this channel, this is where we're at. We have support at this bottom trend channel, and we have resistance at this upper trend channel. So what I'm looking for is a classic, EMA 10 or upper trend channel right up in here from this low here. You're looking at 26% return, which meets my criteria to the 10, and then a 50% return to the upper trend channel here. The EMA 20 is the end goal, and I very well could see this happening. And if you do look at this, the EMA 20 is 100% return. So, and why do I think the EMA 20 is going to get hit? It's because it's one of the longest EMA 20s in the history of this stock, and every stock will hit it. Anything that's longer than 2 months is extremely rare, oversold, and price tends to look for that area. 905 is the current date. Let me show you guys. Look at this massive gap we have here. So we have 531 to 905, so 631, 731, 831. We have more than 3 months of time distance of not hitting the EMA 20. I played this thing many times. It's never been this extreme, but as always, we don't just base our strategy just on that. We look at, well, are we near the bottom band? And if we pump, do we have a trend channel to correlate to this massive time distance? As we can see, support's going to be down here. Upper trend channel is going to be up here. So we're going to be in this channel here. I'm probably going to just keep, taking those 10 to 20% gains, hold some for that big home run hit. As you can see, MULN has been very predictable. We had this time distance from the 20. We wouldn't have traded because this is not big. But from the 10 and the 5, as you can see, we hit this ATR4, and it went from $2.35 to $7.85. If you look at this, MULN has histories of pumping. This was a 230% move. So it can do it. And if you look at over and over and over again, I try to show you guys, all this because a lot of people doubt me on this. They lost a lot of money on MULN, and rightfully do so. If you lost money then and you have PTSD, then probably shouldn't trade it. But as you can see, the massive gains here, 60% here, as we see these nice little pumps here. And this one was one of the biggest ones, 68% in one day it can do. So when it seems depressing and it seems like it can't do anything is when it does it. This was the longest EMA 20 I've seen way back here on 2023. We see this right here. We have 502 all the way from here to 706. But guess what happened, guys? We hit the EMA 20. We did it vigilantly, and we did it swiftly. Look at this massive gain right here from the lows to high. A 220% return. So, I hope to show you guys that this thing can pump. Is this the end of MULN? Was that last pump the end of it? I don't think so. According to this analysis, according to what the algos have to do, I think we are due for a massive pump. As long as you get in the right entries, as long as you accumulate. I have a very nice accumulation rules. I say only one ad a day. I usually do it at the end of the day because that's where you get the best ads. And you can get a very, very nice return on MULN. Obviously, MULN has been very oversold. They've been diluting a lot. But if you look at a lot of the news here, they have a lot of stuff going on here. Read up on all this stuff. And so I think this thing will have its day. I think it'll be next week. We'll probably hit this EMA 20. I think we're at least due for a 50% pump for MULN. As always, take the 10 to 20%, take some off the table, hold some shares for the longer term, or hold some shares to that EMA 20, put a trailing stop loss. Because what happens is a lot of people, I see it all the time. Once MULN pumps, it's everyone's favorite stock. It goes from all the way up from here to here, and then everyone starts buying. But the problem is, people don't understand is there's very little room to the EMA 20 up in here, and what if it keeps scaling down? So you want to make sure you're buying at, you know, a very good probability where if it does pump, there's massive room up, like right up in here. And once it goes down, we could finally see there is a very strong resistance. As you can see, look at these massive wicks up in here. It is going to be very hard for MULN to ever penetrate up in these areas. Right in here is the upper trend channel. This is big resistance. And so you can see, well, if you do the distance calculator here, down in here will be very strong support. As you can see, this is a very clear trend. We're going up and down, but eventually our main target's that EMA 20, and we can break out of this channel at any moment. I say more to the upside than to the downside, but absolutely, you know, and this is not financial advice, just based on all the times I traded MULN, it has done me very good. It's stuck to this system. As long as you're using this system properly, you accumulate properly, I think you'll be very fine. I think MULN is a very, very nice stock. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe. If you guys want to join the Discord, this is your chance to do it. This is your chance to join an amazing Discord with lots of members, thousands of members that do a very simple strategy, no bias, just what does the chart tell you, and ignore everything else, because everyone was doubting me on MULN when it was down in here, but it went up 150%. They were doubting me here when it went up where I was targeting, the EMA 10. It went up 20%. And all the other times, it kept going and going and going, and they rightfully do so. It is a terrible company, but aren't all pennies just really not meant to be invested in? And that's the thing I keep hearing the thesis of, well, you know, this thing kept going down and down. It's not, you know, it's not where it kept going down. It's what the opportunities it gives us. MULN has always showed us that it can pump. And that's the only thing that I matter with when doing this strategy. Accumulate, you know, it has massive volume. I like to see that this thing has massive volume, so I know it's going to correlate to this EMA 20 a whole lot, you know, respectable than other penny stocks. So this is the best penny stock. Join the premium Discord. You'll get my updates on it all the time. Hit the server shop in the top left when you join. You'll see that I offer 2 services. You're going to want to join my Day and Swing Trading Plus. For $12 a month, you get access to everything. If you subscribe on the computer, it's a flat rate fee. But like I say, guys, it is the most high probability system. I tried all the systems out there, and I made this system. It took me a couple years to develop, a lot of trial and error, and you guys get to, you know, the fruits of my labor for only $12 a month. It's probably the most unique strategy of how to find a stock before it runs, because anybody can find MULN when it starts running. When it starts running, it's very risky. As you can see, it can plummet at any moment. But if we buy it when it's consolidating, like right in here, you see the pattern. We start consolidating. We have a clear trend channel. We know the upper room up here is the EMA 20. This is about 100% move if it gets there. The EMA 20 is about a 30. The upper trend is about a 50%. So the risk versus reward is definitely good compared to the downside. I will be accumulating this one. I am on a second ad. If you guys know what that means, watch my accumulation video. But this thing is very nice, and I think this thing is just gonna freaking rocket out of nowhere. All right, guys. $12 a month. You're gonna get my live streams. If you're skeptical, you can join my live streams. I posted in the YouTube description below. It's right here. This tab here. I go live for all my members, usually on the market hours at 9:30. I have day trade education, day trade alerts. You can see right here, nice format. Same with swing trade alerts. We just did Lissy. It went up quite a bit today. Definitely sold it. And well, as always, never let a green trade go red. Lock in the gains, right? So, yep, and then please read how to subscribe if you have an Android user. You will have to use your computer, which is the absolute best to do anyways, because you avoid the iOS fee. And read the testimonies, as a lot of people can vouch for this. Avoid scammers. I'll never message or DM you first or trade your accounts. But I'm very excited with MULN. I know a lot of people get impatient. The minute they get in a trade, they want to see this thing rocket. I've been only holding this thing for a couple days now. I got it in this consolidation zone, and I'm willing to wait it out. I trust the system. It hasn't proven me wrong. This is a 3-month not touching EMA 20. What's another 1 to 2 weeks to wait to see if it touches? I'm willing to wait it out, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe. I appreciate your comments. Lots of good volume, lots of eyes on it. Expect MULN to just rip the shorts out here soon. I expect a very big green candle next week. All right, guys, peace out.